Welcome to the show. I am the Star Wars Daddy, and in this episode, I'm going to give you a tutorial on opening up a vintage 1979 Kenner Millennium Falcon and get the motor to work. And I can tell you, it's not going to go perfectly. We're going to have some complications, and so if you're wondering, how in the world do I get my Millennium Falcon in my own collection, or one that I've purchased from a collection, how do I get that to work? This is the video for you. I'm going to go through all the steps, unscrew all the screws, put it all back together, and then have to redo it one more time because it didn't work, and it drives me insane. And that's always fun to watch when I go insane. So if you don't care about the Millennium Falcon, but you want to watch me go insane, this is the video for you. And if we could, before we go any further, if you love Star Wars, and you love collecting, you love toys, you love the Star Wars Daddy, do me a favor. Do something you can do right now for free to help support this channel. Please hit that like, hit subscribe, and hit that bell notification to be notified of all the upcoming content, which I will go over in the outro of this video. If you stick around that long, you'll hear about all the upcoming content that is going to happen. And if you could, leave me a comment down below. That also helps this channel. It adds activity on this video, and it helps get this video to other people who have not found me yet. And leave me a comment on what vehicle you would like to see me do a tutorial on in the future. That way I know if this video is, hitting the right spot with people and they actually enjoy this, then I can actually make this a running series that I do here where I open up different vehicles and get things to work, or play sets. If there's something that you're having complications with, or you don't know exactly how to get it to work, leave it down below in the comments, and I will respond to every single comment that ever comes in to this channel, and we will tally that up and see what we can do in the future. I want to tell you something. I just filmed this intro and an outro for this video completely, and realized that my microphone wasn't turned on, and so I had zero sound. So I'm redoing this entire thing. And so I shouldn't have any bloopers. I should just run right through this and be really smooth at what I'm doing. And so what we're going to do real quick, just in case you've missed it, if you haven't seen some of my recent videos, we're going to go over those right now. Right over here, we've got the news. It's a satire news, kind of like Saturday Night Live. When they do their newscast, it's kind of like what's happening here. It looks like I'm actually a anchorman in a newsroom giving stories about Star Wars and what is the current events are that are happening, or other weird stories that are Star Wars related or toy related, and I do them in a satire way. Everything turns out to be hilarious or funny or a punchline of some sort. You get to see a lot of cool stuff. So there is real stories happening. You're going to learn something about real stuff that's happening with Star Wars, but then I twist it right at the end and give you a little bit of satire and humor to lead into the weekend. And why do I do that? Why do we have those videos come out on Friday, those news videos? Well, that's to lead you into the eBay Star Wars listing videos. Because what ends up happening is every single Sunday I have a whole bunch of Kenner Star Wars action figures, accessories, playsets, vehicles, creatures, everything you can imagine that you need for your collection is happening every Sunday. I have eBay auctions that are ending. The video like this is the recap of what happens on Sundays. And these come out on Wednesdays. Yeah, we're getting a lot of dates in here. It's going to confuse everybody. But on Wednesdays, these videos come out. They're a recap of what happened on Sunday. Because I have anywhere from 50 to 100 items being sold every single week on eBay. And I give shout outs to every single person that purchases from me. We crown a Daddy of the Week, which is the person that spent the most money over the weekend with me. And that is the most prestigious award in all of collecting. And then we do a feature on a specific character so you know where that person showed up in the movie, because some of these characters only show up for a couple seconds. And then there was action figures made after them. We go over the COOs, we go over accessories, and give a lot of information so you can be the most informed collector that you can be. And again, those happen on Wednesdays and the recaps of Sundays. You're wondering, well, I'd like to be a part of that. How do I get your eBay account? If you go down into the description of this video, you will see links to my TikTok, to my Instagram, and to eBay. There will also be a link down there to join memberships. Oh no, another YouTuber asking me to send them money for memberships. Well, yes, I can't argue with that. But I will tell you that my memberships are different. You get a whole bunch of free stuff when you become a member here with the Star Wars Daddy. And there'll be a commercial that plays here halfway through this film probably. And it'll look like I'm on the planet Hoth, talking to a rebel soldier that looks just like me. His name's Carl. And we talk about memberships. And it's snowing on us and it's freezing. But we go over all the different perks of memberships. And the commercial lasts over 2 minutes because that's how many perks there are. It takes that long to talk about all the perks. We have monthly drawings. We have a 3D printed Darth Vader bust with the word daddy on it that's only exclusive for memberships. We've got t-shirts. We have free shipping on all of those eBay items. All those action figures and accessories are free shipping in the middle and top tier. That will save you a ton of money. And in the top tier, well, you get $10 off on top of that free shipping for the action figures and accessories when you purchase any kind of vehicle or playset that had expensive shipping on it. It'll give you another $10 off per item when it comes to those items. And like I said, we have monthly drawings where I'm giving away over $100 worth of stuff every single month to members only. We're going to have members only live streams happening here soon to get access to. Okay, all right, list tons of stuff, okay? Watch the commercial. And again, a link is down below in the description of this video. And you'll also hear about how to become a member in that commercial. If you have any other questions, we would love to have you. We've only started members for a month and a half now. It's been a month and a half, maybe 7 weeks. And we have 18 members. We're getting about 2 per week. It's literally the best way that I can personally thank you for supporting me. When you become a member, I am taking care of you. You're getting free stuff. And I think it's a win-win for everybody. And then real quick, last Sunday, my Sunday videos are more of stuff that are like in my collection. They could be reviews. It's really Star Wars generated and collecting generated that happens on Sundays. And last Sunday, we had this video right here. I came home from a 10-day vacation out of the country in the Dominican Republic. And I had 8 boxes waiting for me from purchases that I'd made of people's collections. And we have everything. So the reason I did this video is so you have a preview of what's about to come up on eBay in case there's some holes in your collection that you're trying to fill. I don't know how I don't have it here on this video. So watch this video if you're looking for some stuff in your collection. We had last 17s. We had every action figure except for a yak face is the only thing that we didn't have. We had creatures, we had play sets, we had vehicles, we had tons and tons of accessories. So please go and check that video out. All right, I've said it all. We've done it all. I've now repeated this intro twice, and I think this one actually went a lot smoother. It was great. Make sure to stick around to the end of this video again so you can see all the upcoming content that's about to happen. Let me list those things off for you. And I hope that there's something that you learned from this video and it was worthwhile for your time. I appreciate it. Let's get into this tutorial of opening up a Millennium Falcon and getting the stupid motor to work. All right, here's that Millennium Falcon that we're going to take apart and figure out how to get this motor to engage again. And we have a really nice Millennium Falcon here. As you can see, most of the stickers are all there. We got the stickers on the back. Let's see what the back looks like. Look at this. We got all those stickers there. Everything looks pretty clean on the inside. Stickers are still attached. This is a very nice Millennium Falcon. And then over here, you can see we have all of the parts. We've got that chessboard. We got the little glass part that goes up here. We got both of these struts that go onto the ramp. The only problem with the ramp is that this little piece is broken off on this one, but this will stay in place. And then those struts, they snap on right there. We've got the dish, the radar dish here. And so that'll go up on top. And then we've got the gunner portion of the seat. We got the quad guns up top. And then here we go. We can see here it's a sealed baggie. I don't believe this is the correct baggie. I don't know. I just don't know why someone did this. But they have the training ball in there, the training arm, and I don't think the rope is correct. I'm going to have to double check that, but that's going to come with this. And then we've got the cockpit with the plastic glass covering that would go right there. It actually is not yellowed as much as the hole here of this Millennium Falcon. But let's move those parts out of the way for now. And what we're going to do is I'm going to keep this radar dish around because this is where the screws are going to go so I don't lose them. So I'll just have it right there, and we're going to put screws in there. And then here's the top part again. Look at those. All the stickers are there. Looks nice. And so we'll get that out of the way as well. And so some things that you're going to need here is most likely just going to be a Phillips screwdriver. So we've got this Phillips screwdriver here. And then 2C batteries. And you can see these ones are actually kind of worn out because I've been putting them in and out of different vehicles for Star Wars items, and some are tight fits, and I have to scratch them to get them out. And so these are definitely worn out, but they have plenty of juice to get this to work. So we'll put those aside for now. And what we're going to do is let's take a look inside here. And we can see right there, we got some clean electronics. So it doesn't look like anything is wrong here, at least with the touch points, all the metal touch points. Sometimes the issue is this piece right here. It has this weird bend on both sides. And when you push down on this, it actually doesn't hit the contacts on the battery. And so we're going to check that when we open it up as well, where we can see it easier. But that's a lot of the times the problem. It happens in the X-Wing as well, where the contact points don't go in. And I will say on the X-Wing that sometimes the batteries are put in the wrong way. I think that it says, like, it has a plus and minus, but you don't know if that's what's supposed to go down into the X-Wing or up. So you have to, I feel like I do it wrong every single time, and then I have to flip them, and then I get the light to come on at least. So, that's an issue with those, but that'll be maybe for another video. I can make one on that and getting that to work. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip this thing over. We've got a whole bunch of screws. And so down in here, let's see if I can get that on camera. There's a screw here. There's a screw over here. There's, I think, about 9 screws that we're going to undo. And so what I'll do is I will start taking them apart, and then we'll just fast forward this part so you're not bored by it. All right, first one's out. And the problem is that I don't have this isn't this doesn't have like a magnet on it, this screwdriver here. So it's not going to pull those out. So my problem is going to be that all of them are going to be loose and sitting here, and then I'm going to have to flip the whole thing over, and they're all going to come tumbling out. So hopefully I can catch them all. If not, and I somehow lose one, I have plenty of replacements with different lots that I've purchased where somebody took an entire Millennium Falcon apart, and I purchased all the parts. And so I've got plenty of extra screws. All right, we're just working our way around here. I guess this isn't actually taking as long as I thought it was going to take. So maybe I won't make this go quicker. I'll just do this all on video. There's not one there. Let's see, is there one up here? I think I already, oh, didn't get that one. And then we're going to check in the center here. I think there might be one more. Oh, no. Right here? Nope, nope. I think we might have done them all. Let's just take a double check. Did we get this one? Nope. All right, there was one more. Felt like there should be more than what we did. Okay, guys, we have them all done. And this whole thing's going to come apart. So the important thing is we've got all these little side trim pieces that all connect in. And so we want to be really careful when we pull this thing apart that we don't have anything else fall out, because it then becomes difficult to put it back together. And here come all the screws. They're going to all fall out. I'm going to try to just keep them all here in front of me. Nice and gentle. All right, we're hearing them all come out. All right, how many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see if this thing pulls apart and I did it right. All right, we're going to put all those screws right there in the satellite dish. Now, what should happen if I did this right, and I did. Okay, there's another screw that came through. So there was 9, like I said. So we're going to pull this apart. And I'm going to put this right over here on the side. So this is what it's going to look like on the inside. Let me grab that screw. All right, 9 screws. I thought it was 9. I've done this a lot of times. And as we take a look here, here's where those batteries go in. And here's that motor. And we can see it right here. It's just, it's not even like rough or anything. It actually is spinning without any problems. So what we could have is we could just have these metal touch points weren't hitting the battery. That's possible. I'm not seeing any type of corrosion happening on the metal that goes down into the motor. And then that's about it. So what we're going to do is the best thing that I'm going to do to get this thing to run is I'm going to sit here and I'm going to spin it like this. We want to get that motor back up and running again, just in case it is the motor and there's something stiff inside. So I do that a bunch of times, get it rocking and rolling, and now we're going to put the batteries in. And this one is correct. So they've got it shows like the battery goes this way on this side. So we got the negative wants to be out. And on this one, we want the positive to be out. And I can see that the touch points touch real well on the backside here. And then we're going to push this in. And I can see now that I don't think we have very good touch points with the battery. The problem is I think on this side. So I'm going to kind of bend these out a little bit more. Okay, I can see we have touch points. So batteries are touching, and now we're just going to keep spinning this. And come on, baby. Come on. It's not full blast yet. It's got a little bit more to go. It's like medium. I can still tell I got bad touch points here. There is another speed. There's another speed that it can go up to. And I don't know if it's just because I don't have very good contacts. So these batteries might be going dead at this point. But there it is, up and running, you guys. I'll bring it in close so we can take a good look. Now, right as I say that, it doesn't want to work. Yeah, I can see that's... Yeah, this is just not wanting to touch. Let's just bend these out even more. Let's force them. There we go. All right, I'll bring it in. You see that thing spinning on that little plastic piece to make that noise. And we've got power. All right, so that's it. Now we'll put this thing back together. I think maybe these batteries could be, they're worn out. I've used them on so many vehicles to test vehicles, probably for a year now. So they've probably started to go bad overall. But that is how we get that thing to work. It really is just spinning it. Now, every now and then you'll find some corrosion on these touch points that run all the way down to the motor. If you use some WD-40, I would definitely take this piece out. This is a cardboard insert. Take that out so you don't get the WD-40 stained on it. And you can spray some WD-40 in there. Just have some paper towels and stuff to clean it up. And that'll usually help clean up some of the rust that might be happening. And it'll get that touch point to go right into that motor and get the motor up and running as well. And you could actually still, even on a situation like this is so dried out that that WD-40 probably would have helped this scenario too, just to lubricate everything. And we might have hit the highest point of this motor. It actually, I'm telling you, it gets to a much higher pitched sound when it's spinning at its full speed. So we just, unfortunately, I think it's these batteries, or it could be the touch points, or again, it could use some WD-40 to get up and running. And so let's put this back together. So we've got all of these little bracket parts where all the screws go in, and we got the holes here. And so we're just going to try to line this up as best we can. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go double check that that cardboard insert was able to get into it the way it needed to. Okay, that looked like it went in real well. Let's just take a look at the cardboard insert. Okay, yeah, cardboard insert is in there perfectly. And I can tell you that the way that we handled this, we were very delicate with it. We turned it over. That kept all these little trim pieces where they needed to be inside of their attachments. Just when all those things start to fall apart, that's when we have issues, and it makes it harder to put it back together. So see right here, I'll show you. Right here, you can see that this little tab up here did not go into the roof of this when I was doing that. So what we're going to do is just lift it up. I can push it right back in, and I'm just going to double check all the sides. Everything looks real well here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to flip this thing back over while grabbing both sides. And now gravity will kind of keep things the way they need to be. And we will just start taking one screw at a time and screwing them back into the holes.
You're my perfection. See, I need you like the radio. You keep the beat alive. Gotta have you like the stereo. I need you in my life. Hey, you're my obsession. 'Cause baby, you're my melody so sweet.
But there it is. Now let's see. Can we get those touch points to hit and have the motor make some noise? So let's see. I'm going to push in real hard. Oh, no. Hey, Carl. Hey, Star Wars Daddy. What are you doing back here on Hoth? Weren't you supposed to have escaped in the Rebel transport? Yeah, I did escape by sneaking into the septic area of the Rebel transport where no one would know I ran away from that fighting. But I've come back here because I heard about your memberships that offer extreme perks that make your nipples perk. The only place I can imagine my nipples perking is here, back on Hoth. Carl, you didn't actually need to come back here to Hoth to have your nipples perk. All you had to do is click the links under the name on my YouTube profile. It's right over here. Choose memberships and follow the steps. What extreme perks come with these nipples? Not nipples. I mean memberships. I'm glad you asked, Carl. We have a special Star Wars emojis for memberships only in comments and live chats. Darth Vader badges next to your name to show tenure. Future member only videos and access to all videos early. Shoutouts on every video. A bonus action figure and Star Wars Daddy stickers on your next eBay purchase. Free shipping on 2 of the tiers for loose action figures and accessories on eBay, as well as an additional savings for the top tier member. Entries into our monthly Star Wars giveaways, an Adam Gothard designed 3D printed Darth Vader bust with Daddy written on the front, and 2 of the tiers offer a free, exclusive members only Star Wars Daddy t-shirt after certain tenure. Wow, that's amazing. So you're telling me I can have all those extreme perks here? Yep. What about here? Yep. I'm signing up. Thanks, Carl. I knew I could count on you. And at home, make sure to follow the steps in this commercial to be a part of the Star Wars Daddy memberships, where I get to directly thank you for all of your support. Can't wait to grow this channel with all of you, no matter if you're on Hoth, Tatooine, or on Kashyyyk, or if you're a little daddy, a daddy, or a big daddy. Links are also in the description of this video. Thanks, everyone, and who is your daddy? So now I can't get it to work. Let's see here. Let's pull these out some more. And what I'm going to try to do, I got this other tool here. I got this guy here. I'm going to try to kind of bend these so they stick out more. They make more of a bump. Oh, come on. All right, you know what we're going to do? We're going to try some different batteries. Okay, I can see the touch points there. Wow, gosh damn it. Okay, well, we're now going to take this apart again. I'll cut all this out. Really smell it. Let's see if these batteries even work. So I'm just letting this run here a little bit longer. And I see we hit that higher pitch sound. So it's definitely at full speed. And what I want to do is I want to see me pushing this button here. and have that motor come on automatically. Okay. Okay. I think we've done it. We're going to double check it again, because unfortunately that did not go the way I wanted, but it teaches us a good lesson, right? It teaches us a good lesson that that motor needs to spin for a very long time to get all that rust out of it before we think that we're ready to go. Just because we hear that sound come on quickly, that doesn't mean that that motor is actually loosened back up and ready to operate on the next time that we put the batteries in there. So we are piecing this all back together. I'm sure that I am fast forwarding this part. Man, it's easier to get them out than it is to get back in there. Seem like they're real tough to get back in. So now we flip it back over. Let's get these batteries back in there. Let's double check this. Make sure it works when we've got this thing shut up. And there we go. Oh, how great does that sound? I might actually play with this before I list it on eBay. This is awesome. All right, guys, I hope you learned something from this, but that is how you take these Millennium Falcons apart. It's how you get them to run again. And I hope you learned something from this video. All right, we did it. We got through that, even though I had some trouble, right? You saw me. I took out all the screws. I got it to work. I put the screws back in, and it didn't work. It just stopped working because I didn't run the motor long enough, which was great that we were able to see something like that happen. It didn't just happen perfectly. We had to do some trial and error with that Millennium Falcon, and that's probably exactly what's going to happen on your collection too when you open up your Millennium Falcon. It might take a little bit of extra work, some trial and error, guess and check. And the good news is that we saw you need to run that motor for quite a while. I'd say just let it run for a minute. Make sure that it's spinning hard. And I told you there's a difference in that motor too on how it sounds. There is a peak sound that it makes when it's running full capacity. And so you want to hear that before you put it back together again to make sure that it will work once you enclose it back up. Again, down in the comments, I said this in the beginning, but if you could, let me know what you'd like to see as the next vehicle that I open up and get to work. Now, not all of the vehicles have some sort of electronics in them, but the X-Wing does, TIE Fighters do, so that's something that we could take a look at. The Snowspeeder, that's a good one. I actually had to open one up here just a little while ago, maybe a few weeks ago, and get one to work. And I've got plenty of them over here, so we could definitely do a tutorial on that. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you'd like to see. If you like this type of video too, just let me know that as well. If you don't have a specific, that way I can gauge this as, all right, did this get traction? Is this something that I should make as a recurring type of video? It would really help me out. And don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell notification to be notified of all these videos I'm about to tell you about right now. This Sunday, so a week from today, we're going to have my monthly mail haul. That is where every single month I pile up all the things that I've added to my collection from all the overage that I've made on my eBay sales. I then put it back into my business. And it happens all right here. It's all right behind me. The things that I add to my collection, I pile them up, and we go over all those awesome items that are now being added to my collection. Then this Sunday after that, we're going to have a CAS unboxing video, and this CAS unboxing video is going to be awesome. There's like 15 items, and every single one of them is a banger. I'm telling you, this is a pretty incredible collection of items. Some of these items will actually be for sale because they're duplicates of items I already have in my collection, and I specifically sent them off to be graded for a resale because I wanted to maximize the value on them. And so those will be up for sale soon, and we will discuss that in the video. I'm also going to have probably a couple extra videos happening on top of the 3 full-length videos I have every single week, because I have too much content that I've made, and I just don't see where that's going to pop in and get completed. We have 3 videos. 3 videos that are going to start popping up additional probably over the next 3 weeks. So you're going to have 4 full-length videos as we maximize content for you. And the first one is I did a little collab with my buddy's kid, a 10-year-old, who has a YouTube channel, and he loves cards. His dad has a business running, selling cards, and he's into cards, and he loves Garbage Pail Kids. He's never had any in his collection, and I've got some Garbage Pail Kids, so we're going to do some unboxings. I actually have some sealed stuff, and we're going to rip through those cards. That's what they call it, card ripping. And we're going to rip through the cards, open them up, and there is a special collab that happened, a mashup of Star Wars and Garbage Pail Kids from a company I never knew about. And these are super expensive cards, and we're going to rip them. And you've got to check them out. They're incredible. And those cards are going to be for sale as well. And apparently they're very rare, very scarce. You can barely find any of them on eBay. And hopefully you enjoy seeing something you've never seen before. Then when I was in the Dominican Republic, I filmed. I had Yoda with me. We made a whole bunch of shorts. So Yoda's on the beach, Yoda's snorkeling, Yoda's smoking a cigar, Yoda's eating incredible food, Yoda's at a waterfall, all kinds of cool stuff. And so I'm going to put some of those clips into a video, as well as I did some toy hunting. So there'll be a toy hunt from the Dominican Republic, and we'll see what happens on that video. And then I have purchased a monthly smuggler's crate of Star Wars items that come every single month to me. And I'm going to start doing unboxings every single month with that. And so I think I'm going to throw that in here in the next few weeks, because I think the next one's already on its way. And so I want to make those like a monthly recurring type of video to show you all the cool stuff that is being mailed to me from this, it's this company that does those little like monthly, I don't even know what you call them, monthly themed unboxing, whatever they are. We're going to go over them, and there'll be an extra video that's coming up here in the next few weeks. And so that's why you want to hit the bell notification, because that bell notification, there's going to be some stuff that's kind of random that's going to throw you off. So hitting that bell notification will help you know exactly when all these videos come out. And then we'll start to get back to a normal type of a situation where it's those 3 full-length videos and 4 shorts every single week. All right, you guys, I've said it all. I've tried to promote myself and sell myself throughout this entire video. I'm sorry if you're sick and tired of hearing about that, especially for my regulars that watch every single video all the way through. I have to. YouTube has sent me multiple notifications telling me that the channels that talk about memberships, that talk about subscriptions, that talk about all their upcoming content, they get 33% more activity. And that's what I'm here for. I want to get viewerships. I want to share my nostalgia with you. I want to share my collection with you. I want to share my love for Star Wars with you. And the more people we get here, the bigger we make this community, the better it gets. And that is my entire goal for 2025, is to grow this channel as big as we can possibly get it, and to entertain every single one of you. That's what I'm here for. I love it. I enjoy doing this. Even when I screwed up on this video and I had to film the intro and outro twice because I didn't turn on my microphone. I actually still enjoyed making the video a second time, just because I enjoy what I do. And again, I appreciate all the support you guys. 2025 has just exploded, and it's all because of you, and I appreciate all of that support. And until the next time, Han Solo, oh, he is in it for the money. Who is your daddy? Oh, yeah, bad. Well, that's fun. Just launched right down there. Oh, yeah, I dropped it again. Okay, yeah, we're having fun.